Hello, viewers. I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stand before you with a topic behavioralism or behavioral approach. It is observed in plus 3 first semester paper number 1, which is understanding political theory. Today we will discuss behavioralism or behavioral approach. So far as behavioralism or behavioral approach is concerned, two aspects of it have been focused in this video. One is the meaning of behavioralism or behavioral approach. Other one is the criticisms of this approach. Before I start my video on behavioralism or behavioral approach, I want to intimate my viewers that this is my channel. My channel name is @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375. You may search this channel @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375. If you search this channel in Google, you will find all my videos relating to plus 2 first year to plus 2 second year political science, plus 3 first semester to plus 3 fifth semester political science honors, and many topics of environmental studies of plus 3 first semester, which is common for plus 3 first year arts, commerce and science. And I want to inform you that any topic you want, just write my name Dilip Kumar Pal and the name of the topic on YouTube. In YouTube, you will get both the Odia video and the English video. And any video you will find in Odia, be sure that its English video is also available. And any video you will found in English, be sure that its Odia video will be available. Let us start. What is behavioralism or behavioral approach? What is behavioralism or behavioral approach? We'll take up first of all its meaning, then its criticisms. Let us start. What is behavioralism or behavioral approach? Behavioralism or behavioral approach is an approach or method to study political science. Behavioral approach or behavioralism is a method to study political science. Behavioralism or behavioral approach is an approach or method to study political science. It is only a method. It is only an approach to study political science. It is just opposite of traditional approach to study political science, which confines itself only with the study of organs of government like legislature, executive and judiciary in one hand, and law, philosophy and history of state and government on the other hand. Behavioralism is simply a method or an approach to study political science. It is just opposite of traditional approach to study political science. Traditional approach is an approach which is only confined with the organs of government like legislature, executive, judiciary in one hand, and law, philosophy and history of state and government. Behavioral approach is just opposite of traditional approach to study political science, which confines itself only with the study of organs of government like legislature, executive and judiciary in one hand, and law, philosophy and history of state government. So behavioralism is just an approach to study political science, It is a method to study political science. It is just opposite of the traditional approach to study political science. Traditional approach is an approach which is only confined with the study of organs of government, law, philosophy, and history of state and government. And traditional approach does not adopt scientific method as a method of study. Traditional approach does not adopt scientific method as a method of study. It adopts historical and philosophical method to study political science. But behavioralism adopt scientific method to study political science. And this behavioralism has been originated after 1940, and it has become popular by scholars like Charles C. Merriam, David Truman, David Easton, Hinge Elau, etc. And about behavioralism, Avram M. Kirkpatrick has told behavioralism or behavioral approach is an important recent development in political science. About behavioralism, Avram M. Kirkpatrick has said it is a recent development in political science. So, here we have discussed that behavioralism or behavioral approach is a method to study political science. It is just opposite of the traditional approach to study political science. And traditional approach is an approach which is only confined with the study of organs of government, law, philosophy, history of state and government. Traditional approach does not take scientific method to study political science. But behavioralism is different from the traditional approach. And this behavioralism has been originated after 1940. It has become popular by scholars like Charles C. Merriam, David Truman, David Easton, Hinge Elau, etc. And about behavioral approach or behavioralism, Avram M. Kirkpatrick has said it is an important recent development in political science. It is a major development in political science. So what is behavioral approach? Meaning of behavioral approach or behavioralism. Behavioralism is a method whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior by scientific method or data collection, data analysis and data interpretation method in such a way that about them prediction can be made like natural scientists made. So what is behavioral approach or behavioralism? Behavioral approach or behavioralism means it is a method which applies scientific method of data collection, which applies scientific method. So behavioral approach or behavioralism means it is an approach or method which applies scientific method, or behavioralism is a method or approach whose object is to study all political processes. Behavioralism is a method whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior. So behavioralism is an approach or method whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior by scientific method. So behavioral approach or behavioralism means it is a method whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior by scientific method or data collection, data analysis, data interpretation in such a way that about them prediction can be made like natural sciences. So behavioral approach or behavioralism means it is an approach whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior by scientific method. Behavioralism or behavioral approach is a approach. It is a method whose object is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior by scientific method or by data collection, data analysis, data interpretation in such a way that prediction about them can be made like natural sciences. So just as natural sciences are predicting about their matters, the object of behavioralism or behavioral approach is to study all processes of politics and human political behavior in scientific way so that prediction can be made about political facts. It means just as natural sciences are predicting about their matters, so behavioral method aims to make political science a predictive subject by adopting scientific method to study all processes of politics and human political behavior. So behavioralism or behavioral approach means it is an approach whose object is to make political science a predictive subject by adopting scientific method or method of data collection, data analysis and data interpretation. So behavioralism or behavioral approach is an approach whose object is to make political science a predictive subject just like natural sciences. Now discuss. So we are clear about the meaning of behavioralism. Now discuss. To make political science a predictive subject is not so easy. According to behavioralists or behavioralism, to make political science as a predictive subject, behavioralism gives priority to following 8 principles. Behavioralism speaks that political science must be made a predictive subject. And in order to make political science a predictive subject, 8 principles must be given importance. 8 principles must be taken into consideration. Number 1, regularities of human behavior. It is the first principle. In order to make political science a predictive subject, 8 principles must be taken into account. Number 1, regularities of human behavior. It means sometimes individuals are showing same type of behavior or there are uniformities in their behavior. Regularities of human behavior means behavioralists point out that sometimes people are showing same type of political behaviors or there are some uniformities or same political behaviors of people. These uniformities or these similar behaviors of people must be marked, must be watched, and these behaviors must be marked and generalizations and generalize them for all in form of prediction. So the first principle of behavioralism is regularities in human behavior. Regularities in human behavior. It means sometimes people are showing same type of political behavior or sometimes uniformities are found or sameness are found in the human political behavior. These uniformities or same type of behaviors must be marked, must be watched, and from this same type of human behavior, generalizations will have to be made, and these generalizations must be applied for all. So same type of behaviors of people must be marked and generalize them for all in form of prediction. So sometimes people are showing same type of human behavior. These same type of human behavior or uniformities in human behavior will have to be marked. And from these uniformities, generalization will have to be made and it will be applicable for all. This is the uniformities of human behavior, regularities of human behavior. Number 2, verification of generalizations. It means generalizations which will be derived must be verifiable or testable, otherwise generalization will be wrong. It means verification of generalization means sometimes people are showing same type of human behavior. This same type of human behaviors must be marked and this same type of human behavior must be generalized for all. And information which will be collected for generalization must be testable and verifiable. Otherwise, the study will become wrong. So, verification of generalization means generalization which will be derived from the human behavior, same type of human behavior, must be verifiable or testable. Otherwise, generalization will be wrong. Third one is the techniques of data collection and analysis. It means right type of data collection method must be adopted for correct data relating to testing of generalization. It means whenever from the same type of human behavior generalization will be drawn, for them data are important, but right type of data collection must be applied. Otherwise, data will become wrong. So, right type of data collection will have to be adopted so that data for the generalization will be correct. Number 4, quantification. It means data or information which will be collected be clear cut and not confusing. It means whenever from the human behavior, whenever for the same type of human political behavior, generalization will be derived. Data which will be collected for them must be clear cut, not confusing. Otherwise, the study will be wrong. Fifth one, value free study or value neutrality. It means in the study, whatever is derived from the research will be accepted. No opinion or view must be considered. Value free study or value neutrality means whenever study will be made, whenever research will be made, whatever will be derived from research will be accepted. No opinion, no view of other persons will be taken into consideration. It is value free approach or value neutrality. 6, systematization. It means the study must be systematic. Both theoretical part and practical part must be given priority. Study must be systematic. It means both theoretical part and practical part must be given priority. 7, pure science. It means the theoretical knowledge must be collected about an aspect which will act as a foundation for practical knowledge. Pure science means theoretical knowledge must be collected about an aspect which will act as a foundation for practical knowledge. It means theory of an aspect must be given importance. Finally, interdisciplinary approach. It means knowledges of all subjects must be taken shelter of. It will help to achieve the subject object of study. It means interdisciplinary approach means knowledges of all subjects must be taken center of. It means help must be taken from the knowledges of all subjects so that the object of the study will be fulfilled. So, we are clear what is behavioralism. So, behavioralism speaks that political science should be made a predictive subject like natural science, and it can be made a natural subject. It can be made a it can be made a predictive subject by taking shelter of 8 important principles. Number 1, regularities of human behavior, verification of generalizations. Number 3, techniques of data collection and analysis. There must be right type of techniques of data collection. Number 4, quantification. Data must be clear cut, not confusing. Then value free study means whatever will be derived from research, it will be accepted. No personal view, no opinion will be accepted. Then systematic study must be systematic. Theoretical part and practical part must be given priority. Then pure science, it means first of all theory will be collected, and this theory will act as a foundation for the practical knowledge. Then interdisciplinary approach means knowledges of all subjects must be taken shelter of. Help will be taken from knowledges of all subjects. If these 8 principles will be taken into consideration, political science will become a predictive subject like natural sciences. Now discuss criticisms of behavioralism. There are some criticisms of behavioralism. Number 1, some critics view that behavioral approach is not a clear-cut approach. Various scholars have given different views on this approach. So first criticism of behavioral approach is that some critics view that behavioral approach is not a clear-cut approach because many scholars have given their views on behavioral approach. So it is not a clear-cut approach. Number 2, behavioral approach studies human behavior, but critics view that all aspects of human behavior cannot be observed. So some critics view that behavioralism studies human political behavior, but critics view that all human political behaviors cannot be observed. So empirical study cannot be made on those aspects of human behavior. Those human behaviors which cannot be observed, on that empirical study cannot be made. Number 3, some critics view that scientific study can be made for natural science. It cannot be made for political science. Behavioralism speaks to adopt scientific method, but according to some critics, scientific method can be applied for natural science. It cannot be applied for political science. Number 4, some critics view that proper study of human political behavior cannot be made by ignoring laws, constitutions, other political institutions. Behavioralism ignores laws, constitutions and other political institutions. Behavioralism gives importance only to scientific method. It ignores laws, constitutions and other institutions. But according to some critics, human behavior, human political behavior cannot be studied by ignoring laws, constitutions and other political institutions. Point number 5. Some critics view that behavioral approach gives much priority to research than to realities. According to some critics, behavioral approach gives much priority to research. Research, but it does not give importance to the realities. Then 6. Some critics view that behavioral approach gives much importance to techniques of data collection than objectives of research. Behavioralism gives much importance to techniques of data collection then objectives of research. It doesn't give much importance to the objectives of research. It gives priority to only techniques of research. Finally, behavioral approach believes to take help of other subjects. So critics view that by this, political science will be dependent on other subjects. Behavioralism speaks that political science should take help from other subjects. By this, political science will be dependent on other subjects. So, viewers, I request my viewers, watch this whiteboard. You can write down notes, or if you listen me attentively, also you can write down notes. Thank you. Have a good day.